General Hospital spoilers report Port Charles is bracing for an emotional whirlwind as Elizabeth Baldwin is finally heading home from the hospital after surgery following her harrowing car accident with Rick Lansing. Lucky Spencer is by her side as her rock, but this homecoming might not be the cozy recovery everyone expects. Elizabeth's reliance on Lucky could stir up feelings of vulnerability she's not ready to face, threatening to unravel their budding romance. Will her heart pull her closer to him or push her away? And who else might seize this moment to exploit her fragile state? Word on the street is that Lucky is stepping up big time, bringing Elizabeth home and vowing to help her heal post-surgery. He's all in, but this isn't just about bandages and pain meds. Sources say Elizabeth, still reeling from the crash, might find herself leaning on Lucky more than she ever planned to. His steady presence is bound to be a comfort, but it's also likely a reminder of how he left her in the lurch years ago. Could this dynamic leave her feeling like she better pump the brakes, pun intended, on this relationship before it too crashes and burns? Elizabeth's growing dependence on Lucky is probably going to stir up a storm of mixed feelings. She's fallen for him again, no doubt, but vulnerability isn't her style. Spoilers whisper she might start questioning if their rekindled romance is built on love or obligation. We can practically see her walls going up as she fights to avoid losing any semblance of her independence. But pushing Lucky away could leave her isolated, and maybe even spark tension that threatens to derail their new love story. Is she protecting herself or breaking her own heart? Just when things couldn't get messier, a shadow might be creeping closer. Rumors swirl that someone, maybe a rival like Rick, could see Elizabeth's fragile state as the perfect chance to strike. Her recovery leaves her exposed, physically and emotionally, and he has always been anything if not exploitive. Could Rick, still stinging from the crash, make a move? If Elizabeth distances herself from Lucky, she might lose her strongest ally right when danger knocks. Will she be able to overcome her inclination not to trust Lucky because of the way he abandoned her and broke her heart in the past? Is it just asking too much to let herself lean on him in her time of need and be that vulnerable? Stay tuned for more GH news and spoilers right here, every day. Elizabeth Weber is no stranger to heartbreak, trauma, or resilience. Over the years, fans have watched her navigate devastating losses, betrayal, and turmoil, only to come out stronger, but always with emotional scars. Now, as General Hospital gears up for a surprising and emotional return for Liz, spoilers suggest her long-awaited homecoming might not be the peaceful reunion she expects. Instead, it could put her in more danger and heartbreak than ever before. But who or what threatens Elizabeth now? Let's break it all down. Elizabeth's time away has been much needed. She took the space to reflect, regroup, and recover, not only from the painful memories surrounding her late husband Franco, but also from the chaos that surrounded her last relationships and her tense co-parenting journey. Her departure was prompted by a breaking point. A woman who gave her entire life to taking care of others needed to finally take care of herself. But time away doesn't mean the world stopped spinning in Port Charles. Since she left, the hospital has had staffing shakeups, her sons have grown and changed, and old relationships have shifted. Now that she's back, Liz will try to pick up the pieces, only to realize that some pieces don't fit anymore. And this is where her vulnerability begins. Elizabeth's job at General Hospital has always been more than just a paycheck. It's been her lifeline, her stability. But the hospital is different now, with new leadership dynamics and power struggles within the staff, including friction between Portia, Terry, and new board members. Elizabeth may return to an environment that no longer welcomes her the way it used to. Spoilers tease that Liz will feel caught between loyalties. Terry wants her back in a leadership role, recognizing Liz's experience and dedication. But Portia might not be so quick to hand her any power. After all, Elizabeth has been gone for months, and Portia's influence has grown. There's also the matter of a new nurse, a mysterious but highly competent woman who seems to be stepping into Liz's shoes a little too smoothly. Could this new arrival be more than she seems? Spoilers suggest that a new nurse at GH might soon become a major problem for Liz. Though she seems kind and competent on the surface, there are whispers that she has ties to someone from Liz's past, someone dark, Theories are swirling that this new woman is here on a mission, Jeff Weber, one that involves digging up the ghosts of Liz's storyline that once rocked Elizabeth's world. Is she working for someone who wants to destroy Liz from the inside out? Liz's intuition may kick in, but if she voices her concerns too quickly, she'll be dismissed as paranoid or territorial, and that's exactly what the enemy wants. Liz has always had a complicated relationship history, and with her return, old flames are going to stir, but not necessarily in ways that bring comfort. Finn has tried to move on, but the unresolved tension between him and Liz won't go away overnight. He may be dating someone new, or worse, trying too hard to play it cool. When he sees Liz back at GH, it could spark feelings neither of them were prepared for. But jumping back into that mess may not be wise, especially if Liz is still emotionally raw. Meanwhile, there's talk that Jason Morgan may once again find himself in Liz's orbit. Their shared history, including Jake, could reignite a powerful emotional connection. But Jason is more dangerous than ever now, especially with his connections to the FBI and his shadowy dealings with Sonny. If Liz falls back into Jason's world, she might find herself in the crosshairs of something far more dangerous than heartbreak. Elizabeth may be returning to her job, but her most important role is still at home, as a mother. And spoilers hint that she may be walking into a storm she didn't anticipate. Jake has grown up fast, and not all of it has been for the better. While Cam and Aiden seem to be adjusting to life, Jake may have drifted. Rumor has it he's been getting involved with the wrong crowd, and there are whispers that his frustrations with his mother's absence may be manifesting in dangerous ways. Will Elizabeth be able to reach her son before it's too late? Or will her homecoming be marked by guilt and conflict as she realizes that leaving, even for her own sanity, may have come at a cost? And if someone is pulling strings behind the scenes, targeting Liz where she's most vulnerable, Jake might be a key part of their plan. Let's not forget that Elizabeth's past has no shortage of dangerous women, and any of them could be back to stir the pot. Heather Weber is still locked away, for now, but spoilers tease that Heather may have one last card to play, and that card might involve her twisted connection to Elizabeth. As Heather continues to manipulate people from behind bars, Liz may find herself wrapped up in a sick game once more, especially if Heather decides to target her through Jake, Franco's memory, or a shocking reveal about the past. Then there's Esme. Though presumed to be on a redemption path, she's proven time and again that she's unpredictable. If Esme feels that Liz is standing in her way, either professionally or personally, she may revert to old habits. That would put not just Elizabeth at risk, but everyone close to her. And if it's someone new entirely, someone with an agenda no one sees coming, the danger may be hiding in plain sight. Through it all, it's important to remember that Elizabeth Weber is no pushover. Her vulnerability doesn't mean she's weak, it means she's real. She's lived through the unimaginable, and she's still standing. But this time, her fight might be different. Spoilers say that Liz will face a gut-wrenching decision in the coming weeks, something that could affect her job, her children, and her future. And when she chooses to finally open up, perhaps to Finn, Jason, or even Laura, the aftermath could reshape her path forever. Elizabeth's homecoming is about to shake up Port Charles in ways no one expects. She's walking back into a world that's colder, more complicated, and more dangerous than the one she left. But if there's one thing fans know, it's that Liz is a fighter. The question is, who will stand by her? Who will betray her? And who is waiting in the shadows, ready to strike when she's at her most vulnerable? One thing's for sure, General Hospital is setting the stage for a major Elizabeth-centric storyline, and it's going to be both emotional and explosive. Buckle up. Liz is home, but peace is nowhere in sight.